Hey y'all, are you an empty nester? Well, get ready to get this nesting pumpkins from the Dollar Tree and get ready to make a cute little totem pole activity that's sure to zhuzh up your house for Halloween. Let's go. First, you're going to need these nesting pumpkins from the bougie Dollar Tree. The good news is they're only $5, but we're going to make them look like $1,000,000. The first thing you're going to do, well, is go get these. The next thing you're going to do is stack them up and print out some cutie little decals. We went with bats, cats, and witches hats. Okay? So I already started putting some decals on here, but I'm going to continue putting on there with you guys. So let's keep going. My bats are already on there. I'm going to take them off and work on the pumpkins individually. The reason why I'm working with these is it's great for me because I'm allergic to pumpkin. So I'm going to use my Artesia transfer tape because I love them. And I am just going to steady put my cats on there so that I can get them ready for the peekaboo part. And I am going to just, and you just put them randomly. And you just transfer tape and go. Transfer tape and go. And I just got these off of Creative Fabrica. They are a great site. They are linked below in my little booth if you'd like to sign up with them. They have thousands of little designs that will surely be wonderful for any of your projects. And this vinyl is amazing. I will also link it for you. And you can see this Artesia transfer tape is the way to go, folks. And I don't think I cut enough cats. I thought I did, but I did not. So I'm going to have to cut a few more cats to make sure that we have enough cats. We definitely had enough bats, and we have a ton of witches hats. And you just put them on spontaneously. You could stripe it if you want. You can zhuzh it up any way you want. You can zhuzh it with some rhinestones. There's a ton of things you could do. You're not limited by these examples. So please don't feel like you are. Yep, we need just a few more little cats. So we're going to go on. And you know what? Instead of a cat, I might put a big, giant letter, especially since this is the middle layer. I'm going to remove this cat. And I'm going to put a big letter C for my initial. And that could be like, you know, the way I zhuzhed mine up. Okay? Next, we're going to do the witch's hat layer. So you take your layer, same thing, you're just going to go through. Oh, excuse me. And you are going to just witch's hat all over the place. Because witches get stitches and end up in ditches. And I recommend you like alternate your witch's hat. Get a couple of different ones. Try not to use the same hat. I've got quite a few different ones on my totem pole. I mean on my vinyl thing. I've got like 3 different kinds. So you put them in different directions and different styles. Try not to keep them all in the same avenue. And the good thing about these is they go on pretty easily. The other good thing is that as the stickers get bigger, or as the decals get bigger, and they don't have any like details in them, you can also just take them off and place them on with your little phalanges. If they have like details and swirls like this one, you might want to place them on with your transfer tape. Like that one, I should have transfer taped it. But like these other ones that just have like the basic sizing, you could just put it on there, no big deal. Stick it, pick it, and stick it. That was something I said in one of my very first videos. You just pick it and stick it. But sometimes it's a lot easier to do with your transfer tape, especially if you have some of these like swirly, twirly gumdrop ones. They're a lot easier if you just stick it with your transfer tape. Especially if you're using Artesia, because it is the best transfer tape. And you can see how many times I'm using it and going over the same spot. I'm not really moving the transfer tape around. And I'm going over the same spot and it's picking up the hat, and I don't have to get a new piece of transfer tape. The hold on is incredible. So you really don't need to look too far when it comes to a great product when it comes to transfer tape. Because Artesia is fantastic. They're good with vinyl. They're good with transfer tape. And if you want to put more on there, if you like have extra and you want to just kind of put them on the top or zhuzh it up a little bit maybe, you can, just to kind of have some extras to where it's not, you know, quite as bland or whatever in your eyes. You can do whatever you like. It is your project. I want to remind you that the colors of your vinyl it does not matter. So if you have like an abundance of a color, use that color. Don't use like your rare color you only have a little bit of. Or you don't need to like color coordinate with your pumpkin, because it really doesn't matter. Because all of these stickers and decals and stuff, they're going to come off eventually. So please don't focus on color coordinating with your pumpkin, because it's really not going to matter, because of the fact that all this is going to come off with when you peekaboo it. Alright, so we've got our bottom peekabooed, our middle decal, our top decal. We just need to cut our big C, which we're going to do right now. Let me cut that, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so here's our big C in the middle. And then as you can see, the little designs are all over the pumpkin. So we've got bats, cats, and witches' hats. And the big C. So now we're going to go outside, spray paint the entire thing black from top to bottom, and then come in and pick off all the little things in the color. Should poke through if we were successful. So I'll be right back. And here's our 3 pumpkins, all painted black. Alright, now what you're going to do is get a picker or a tool that you can get, and I'm going to move it just a little bit so you can kind of see this a little bit better. And you're going to go for the gusto. Look how cute that is! Oh, that really is cute. And you're going to just slowly pull each little decal off that you could find. Oh, that cat lost his head. And it's going to show, it's going to like peekaboo the color through. So, let's start with our little bats. And this is the tedious part, because you have to be careful not to like scrape your spray paint, because then you'll kind of like warp your shape. If you're really good and patient, you can do it while it's wet. And that way, your decals come off a lot easier. Look, bats, cats, and witches' hats. Oh my God, this is so cute. So you just steady pull up your decals. Let's see if we can find the big C. Let's see, here it is. And because it's on plastic, your vinyl should come off fairly easy, no matter what kind of vinyl you use. But normally you would use 631, which is removable vinyl. Oh my gosh, look how cute! And then you're just gonna steady go around and pick your little objects. And you should be able to at least see the outline trace of them. And once you start pulling it, you should be able to like pull the whole thing, no problem. Just keep going all the way around. Look at that little cat, little scaredy cat. Until you get all of your little objects. The bats are coming out so precious. And thankfully the bats are really easy to pull. I thought their little wings were gonna separate, but thankfully they're not. And you just keep pulling. Just keep pulling. It kind of zhuzhes this up a little bit. Kind of makes this a little bit of a different level of spooky. I'm going to stand up for you for a second, just so I can get these top bats. Now some people will seal this either with epoxy or with triple thick. That's a personal choice. I wouldn't waste all that epoxy sealing this because I think that would be a little bit expensive and unnecessary. You could paint it one good time with either triple thick or Mod Podge, and I think you'll be good to go. Do you have to seal it? I guess not. You don't need to seal it because you did it with spray paint. Although it will give it kind of like a a glossier look. I think Halloween is sometimes a little bit better in the matte finish like this. But again, that's all in personal preference and choice. So it really is on how you like it. So we're gonna pull. Alright, so hold on a second. I'm gonna pull all these decals and we're gonna come back and show you the finished product. Okay? So as you can see, our little tower came out just perfect. The little bats, the big C, and the little cats, and the little witch's hats. So you can put that right outside your door. You can seal it with either like a clear Mod Podge, or a triple thick. But you can just put it right outside like this, and it's all zhuzhed up. So I hope you enjoyed learning. I hope it gave you some ideas to kind of zhuzh up your stackable pumpkins from Dollar Tree. And I hope you have a great time. Happy Halloween.